All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yeah. Glad to be back.
Today, we're tackling two pretty popular books in the personal finance space.
Yeah, big names.
Wealth Mindset by Dinesh Kumar Rohilla and Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Classics.
I think everyone who is even remotely interested in personal finance has at least heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So these books, they're both about building wealth, obviously,
Of course.
but they approach it from totally different perspectives.
Yeah, they do. It's true.
And what we want to do today is kind of unpack those differences,
Mm-hmm.
really dig into the core ideas of each book and help you guys figure out
Right.
which book's philosophy is going to resonate with you
Yeah,
more,
as a
depending
doubt.
on your personality and your money goals.
Exactly.
So jumping right in,
Yeah.
I think one of the most striking things about these two books is that they
Mm-hmm.
really tackle the psychology of wealth from completely opposite angles.
Yeah.
Like Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm. It's all about challenging the status quo, right?
It is.
It throws out everything you think you know about money and says, hey, think differently.
Like, remember that whole thing about your house not being an asset?
Oh, yeah. That's a classic Kiyosaki line.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute. We're always told to buy a house.
Right. It's supposed to be the American dream, but he flips that on its head.
And that's what makes it so popular, I think.
Totally. It's provocative. It gets you thinking.
So you have Rich Dad, Poor Dad kind of like shaking things up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Wealth Mindset coming in with a much more kind of...
Holistic vibe, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
It's about more than just the numbers.
It's about mindset, habits, your relationship with money.
Gratitude, mindfulness, even physical health.
He ties all of that to building wealth.
Exactly. It's about creating a foundation for success that goes beyond just your bank account.
Okay, so two very different approaches.
For sure.
And I think that's reflected in their writing styles as well.
Yeah. How so?
Well, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is very much a storytelling kind of book.
Right. It's like you're sitting there with Kiyosaki listening to him tell these stories about his two dads.
Exactly. One representing the traditional view of money, the other this more unconventional perspective.
And it's through those stories that he makes these complex financial ideas really accessible.
Super easy to understand.
Yeah, even if you're not a finance expert.
Wealth Mindset, though, that's more about introspection.
Yeah, it's deeper.
It asks you to reflect on your own beliefs and habits.
Your emotional responses to money.
Yeah.
It's less about telling you what to do and more about helping you figure out your own path.
It's like the difference between reading a really engaging biography and writing in a journal.
Interesting analogy. I like that.
Both valuable, but different ways to learn.
Absolutely.
And I think that kind of leads us to the practical advice they offer.
Yeah, for sure.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad is very focused on explaining key financial concepts.
Things like assets and liabilities, passive income.
It gives you the tools to start building wealth.
But it doesn't necessarily hold your hand through the process.
No, it's more like, here's the map, go explore.
Exactly.
Whereas Wealth Mindset focuses more on developing the right habits and mindset
Right.
for long-term financial success.
Like building that mental and emotional foundation.
So it's more like, let's train your mind so you can navigate any financial terrain.
I love that.
So for someone who's just starting out on their financial journey,
Yeah,
Rich Dad, Poor Dad might be a great place to start.
definitely. It gives you that big picture overview.
Yeah, kind of shake up your thinking,
Mm-hmm.
get you thinking about money in a new way.
Absolutely.
And then if you're already familiar with some of the basic financial concepts,
Right.
you might find Wealth Mindset really valuable.
Yeah, if you're ready to go deeper, explore the psychological and emotional aspects of wealth.
Exactly.
It's like the next level.
But here's where things get really interesting.
Oh.
Wealth Mindset takes it a step further. It argues that true wealth
Mm-hmm.
goes beyond just the numbers in your bank account.
Interesting.
It's about aligning your financial goals with your values,
Mm-hmm.
finding fulfillment in all areas of your life.
Ah, so it's about that holistic approach to success.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Rich Dad, Poor Dad, while a great book,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really delve into that deeper philosophical level.
It's more focused on achieving financial freedom through specific strategies and tactics.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, again, is not a bad thing at all.
Of course not.
It just depends on what you prioritize.
Exactly. It's about finding the approach that resonates with you.
Yeah, and I think that's the key takeaway here.
Mm-hmm.
Neither book is inherently better than the other.
I agree.
It really comes down to your personal definition of success.
Absolutely.
Your goals, your values.
Yeah.
So if you're intrigued by that idea of cultivating a wealth mindset, that encompasses personal growth and fulfillment.
Yeah.
Definitely check out Wealth Mindset.
It's a good read.
And if you're ready to roll up your sleeves, take charge of your finances and start building a solid foundation for financial independence.
Right.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad is an excellent guide.
It's a classic for a reason.
So as you continue your journey towards financial success,
Yeah.
keep this question in mind.
Right.
Think about one specific financial goal you have right now, and which book's approach feels more likely to help you achieve it.
Interesting question.
Is it Rich Dad, Poor Dad's focus on action and financial strategies?
Right.
Or Wealth Mindset's emphasis on personal growth and a more holistic approach? And why?
Yeah, why?
Exploring that question
Sure.
might give you some really valuable insights
Definitely.
into your own beliefs and what you prioritize when it comes to money.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think that's it for our deep dive today.
Great discussion.
We hope you found it helpful.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.